You coined the term cybertecture. Would you please explain what it is and how it influences your architectural designs?
Well, the philosophy of cybertecture comes from a belief that I have that humanity is going to be building our civilization out of more than the traditional materials of our planet. We are now using new materials like artificial intelligence. We are using new scientific discoveries. And so from the typical world of architecture, where we are making things out of the typical materials of our planet, I've derived this philosophy, a word called cybertecture, to embody this whole new humanity where we will be building out of the new and creative and digital and intelligent materials that is now being available to us.
How do you envision the future of urban living, and what kind of role does your concept of cybertecture play in shaping that vision?
Well, first of all, when we talk about cities, cities are already inhabited by more than half of the world's population. And as we know, increasingly, there will be more and more billions of people moving to the cities. The planet may even become one giant city one day. So cities are the greatest and the largest and the most complex technology that man is currently designing and building. So our belief at cybertecture is that these future cities must be designed, built, and operated in an entirely different way. Traditional cities where people just live and work in there has created many problems like overpopulation, crowdedness, traffic, pollution, etc. And so what cybertecture is trying to do is to reinvent what it means to be a city. We believe that the cities of the future are giant pieces of technology on this planet that will be powering itself in a sustainable way, keeping citizens safe, educated, and employed. And most importantly, be a kind of treasure trove for all of the knowledge and culture that humanity has accumulated. So at cybertecture, we are really researching and designing as much as possible with the latest technologies, integrating them into the city. So how we power a city, how we plan a city, how we run a city, how we build a city will be based on an entirely new level of operating system. And I think this is the dawn of a new era in what we mean by cities on this planet.
Your projects like the Tube House or the mobile cities are groundbreaking. So how do you think this concept shapes our understanding of home and cities in the future world?
So our projects, such as our moving cities and our pod cities, are really a kind of investigation and awakening to the fact that all of the typical things that we expect from a city will change and will change very quickly. We are already, for example, for many decades flying in an aircraft, which essentially is a building that can fly from continent to continent. So why can buildings not also do the same thing? Why can cities not move in the same way? We really believe that innovative projects and concepts like this not only test what we have taken for granted to be the only way of doing things, but open up our minds to the new possibilities of achieving new levels of life and new levels of society. We really believe that buildings do not have to stand still. They can be very much like an electric car. They can be a much bigger, changeable, transformable structure. And in doing so, match with the changing climate and conditions of our ever-changing world. Cities have become mired by the fact that they're old-fashioned and they cannot change. So by being moving, by being transformable, by being upgradable, and by being more intelligent, I think cities will become a new kind of machine for us all to live in.
You have envisioned cities that can move to other locations. So what sparked this idea, and how do you think this could address some of the issues related to urban living, like overpopulation or environmental degradation?
So I think environmental degradation, including global warming, is really changing the condition upon which human beings are living on this planet. We are suddenly getting massive storms that attack our settlements. We have floods. We even may have earthquakes, wildfires, and also generally temperatures which are no longer comfortable for us to live and for our agriculture to really be sustained. Therefore, we must ask ourselves, how will we continue to live on this planet if such big systemic catastrophes could happen at any time? If we are not flexible and resilient and intelligent, we will become the victims of this condition. So projects which look at how our settlements not only move, but adapt to this changing condition is the only way for us to keep growing. Sometimes when a part of our planet becomes uninhabitable, we cannot fight that condition. We must become nomads once again to find a fertile and better climate for our future generations.